Levioso! Accio! Potato! Stupefy! Levioso! Stupefy!
Not my fault you're a deadly great spider.
Compulso! Revelio! Revelio! Confringo! Accio! Potatoes! Levioso! Accio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Levioso! Accio! Default! Potato! Superfly! Accio!
An encampment. This must be it.
What's that? Who's there?
Looks as if there's more than one way to enter.
Accio! Levioso! Confringo!
I should have been.
Many of you are there.
An intruder! Up for a bit of dying, are we? You
Accio!
You've been paying attention to
Compulso!
Not quite.
Accio!
Won't get away with that.
Confringo! Accio!
I should have been.
Levioso! Levioso!
I'll get you for that. This is sad.
Levioso! Confringo! Accio!
Your spells glance off of me.
Potato! Confringo! Levioso!
I've been fighting since before you were born. Pity, not quite.
Potato! Levioso! Confringo!
Oh, that was meant for me.
Levioso! Confringo!
That was quite something. Now, to free Arn's cards. Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, man.
Levioso! Accio!
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Levioso. Revelio. Quite an enchantment. The carts are returning to Arn. Accio. Confringo. Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Confringo. Accio. That's that. Settled. Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this. Arn, I have good news. Your carts are on their way back.
I don't know what to say. Any hope I have of getting my belongings back was quickly fading. Ramrock's lot called me a fool for believing in the good in wizard kind. Thank you for proving them wrong.
I managed to free your carts fairly easily.
Oh, I'm glad you're all right. Oh, I can't wait to have my things back, especially my paints. You know, you've inspired me. I've been dealing with witches and wizards for years, and we've always got along just fine. Perhaps my next piece will be a tribute to all that is good between us.
What a nice idea, Ron. I wish you luck with it.
Oh, I can't wait to get started. Thank you again for all you've done. All the best to you. To show you my wares. Why don't you have a little peruse? There we are, then. That'll do nicely, I'm sure. There we are, then. That'll do nicely, I'm sure.
Revelio. Wonder who lives here.
Confringo.
Hello, Mr. Semi.
What?
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today? I hope to see you again sometime.
Accio. Confringo. Levioso. Depulso.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Come on in. Healing potions are a speciality here, should you need any.
I delivered the potions to Fatima Lawang.
Very good. And did she cause you any trouble?
I can see why you didn't want to go. She was quite cantankerous.
I do truly appreciate your help. And at least it's done with.
Delivering those potions was a bit...
I suppose that's business for you.
By the way, I found this book of potion recipes in Keenbridge. Might it be...
Is this?
Oh, I had no idea it was hers.
Some things are sacred amongst potioneers. I shall return it to her immediately.
the eggs as well. But surely those were curdled.
Levioso! Confringo! Accio! Capolso! Levioso!
Have you finished your assignments?
I finished the tasks, Professor.
Well, well. I trust you are meticulous in your efforts. After all, shortcuts only ever lead to shortcomings.
Yes, sir, of course.
Good. Ordinarily, I'd say it's not my concern either way, but you... I want to make sure you're well prepared. Talent and resolve are a potent combination. It would be a shame to let that go to waste.
Thank you, Professor.
Don't let it go to your head. Now, let's see how you fare with Diffindo. Wand at the ready. Focus. Diffindo can be dangerous if you're not paying attention. Very good. It seems you have a grasp on Diffindo. I will practice here in the classroom, for your sake and that of everyone else.
Accio! Diffindo!
It's a pleasure to have a student who actually follows instructions.
Levioso! Accio! Depulso! Diffindo!
As I mentioned earlier,
Levioso!
versatile but dangerous. Good to see you continuing to practice.
Revelio!
Off on another adventure, are we?
Revelio!
You let Nora Treadwell go, didn't you? You're about to wish...
Protego! Confringo!
I should warn you, I won't make the same mistakes my colleagues have made.
Accio! Protego! Levioso! Capolso! Capolso! Accio! Confringo! Revelio. Accio. Depulso. Levioso. Confringo. Accio. Protego. Levioso. Levioso. Depulso. Confringo. Levioso. Accio. Revelio.
Hogwarts is very lucky to have the charms, if you ask me.
Accio.
Your little son will say Treadwell. What have you done?
Accio. Depulso. Levioso. The beasts around here can see. Revelio. Revelio.
They come after me, they'll rest in 10 graves.
Accio. Confringo. Levioso.
You dare slay one of my own! You will!
Confringo. Accio. Depulso. Revelio. Confringo. Incendio. Looks rather dark in there. Never stopped me before.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented
Revelio.
blue powder.
Accio. Revelio. Revelio.
It's been a bit grim, I won't deny.
Hang on!
No, don't!
You're a bit dodgy with your skills, aren't you, sweetheart?
Compulso. Accio.
Ooh! You'll feel that tomorrow, if you last that long.
Accio. Confringo. Confringo.
You haven't got a prayer.
Accio. Levioso. Confringo.
End in the clouds, this one.
Accio. Revelio.
What are you doing here? We ought to be at the hospital.
Confringo. Incendio. Accio. Levioso. Revelio. I know what that means. Merlin trial. Accio. Levioso. Confringo. Incendio. Levioso. Accio.
Better have a look then. What was that sound? Did you... Ha!
You let me
Dinner, I'm hearing.
Incendio.
I should warn you.
Confringo. Accio.
You're coming.
Shame nobody saw that. Accio. Confringo. Levioso. Incendio. Lumos. Capulso. Reparo. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Depulso. Reparo. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Defendo. Reparo. Revelio.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Lumos. Lumos. Enchanted candles. Wonder where they're heading. The candles seem to be leading into the Forbidden Forest. The treasure must be nearby. I suppose a picnic in the Forbidden Forest could seem romantic to us. Treasure hunting suits me.
Allow me to... Assignment's all finished. Stupefy. Expelliarmus! Accio! Accio! Levioso! Incendio! Confringo!
Incendio!
Accio!
These rocks have seen better days.
My sister tried to cast Crucio once on me.
What are you up to now?
Wonderful to see you again.
I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it. When executed correctly, you should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of sneezewort.
Professor Garlick, a moment of your time?
The plants are resting, so now's as good a time as any.
I was wondering, what made you want to teach herbology?
How lovely of you to ask. I've always had an affinity for greenery, so this situation is a bit of a dream come true. After graduation, I was thrilled to be asked to step in for my old herbology professor. He'd had a slight accident, you see.
Oh dear. A shame for him, but it worked out well for you.
Well, he never cared, really cared for the plants, and they could sense it. Oh, you'd be surprised how perceptive a plant can be. At any rate, the trouble began one day when he cut into a Wigan tree. Unfortunately for him, its leaves were hiding a bowtruckle. You may recall? The little beast gouged the professor's eyes quite fiercely, but...
And that's when you took over as the herbology professor?
Well, not quite. After 3 weeks at St. Mungo's, my predecessor regained a tiny bit of his eyesight. He insisted on returning to the greenhouse. Within a week, he claims by accident, kicked a Chinese chomping cabbage, so it was back to St. Mungo's for him.
A fair bit of bad luck there, I'd say.
Well, I felt awful for him, but I dare say I felt a bit more sympathy for the cabbage. Upon his discharge from the hospital, his indifference to plants had turned to utter disdain. He lost what little patience he had left with a particularly temperamental venomous tentacula and, well, his resulting leave of...
I had no idea. How awful.
Last I heard, he'd gone to Romania. As rumour, one can only hope he found more happiness working with them than he did with Flora. Ha! Lovely speaking with you. Have a wonderful day. Oh, and remember, be kind to your Wigan trees.
Levioso! Revelio!
Nice to
Revelio.
see you, my young friend.
If anyone needs help with the next I wrote 3 things.
Confringo. Accio. Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
We have everything a young student might need when it comes to potions. Have a good look around. A wise decision. Thank you. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Revelio. Revelio.
I was hoping to see you.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. I received a flurry of messages from Professor Black's house elf, Scrope.
Scrope sent you messages?
Yes. I thought it was odd too. He asked me to meet him and then told me to take the toast.
Why would you want to take toast?
To a cave under the lake. That's where I found Richard Jackdaw's ghost.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book. The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way. And a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book? To think it was beneath us all this time. looks promising. Map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the map chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
You and your friend Charles spoke of the Portkey, and of trials you'd created for one who could see traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the Keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until, perhaps, now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news, indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.